Hey guys, welcome again to another Loomian Legacy Sweep. I'm Mr. Lucky Luke, and today's one we got ourselves a Barbadger sweep. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to more Loomian Legacy Sweep, and yes, we're continuously doing more sweeps, and I hope you guys and girls have had some interesting timing through the last week, and as I'm recording this will be the first 2024 sweep I'm probably uploaded. But yes, it is what it is actually. I was gonna say a sentence there, but it didn't feel like it would have fit in, so let's just ignore it. But yeah, so Barbadger is not real much of a new one because it's already been revealed, but I kind of want to get this Barbadger sweep because it is related to the Loomian Legacy, one of the newer or some of the Loomian Legacy, some of the Loomians that was included or added to the event. So I was thinking, well, might as well just do a Barbadger sweep because I will have to do a mastery of it, and here we are. So, so looking at this Loomian, it has a really interesting stats of its having a great melee attack. Has I'm pretty good on the melee defense with a melee attack 115 and 101 for melee defense, and the other stats just averagely okay, but not the best in the world. We got 93 for energy, 73 for health. 82 for speed, 67 for range defense, and terrible range attack, which someone in the future might run. I mean, that's Frostbeam. Maybe someone in the future might run that one set. But that 42. So for this one, it obviously is a melee attacking sweeper, and not the most, probably like the most overpowered one, I would say, but a really impressive stats, I would say still, for being an ice, a pure, or actually it's a ice brawler type. Now it gets 3 abilities. It gets Dauntless, Communication, and Mysterious Cloak. Now for today's one, we're going to be using the ability Dauntless for this one because that's one of the few abilities anyways it gets, and it has a cool feature about it. And what it said its ability is when this possessor is sent out, its melee attack is rated by 1 stage if the opponent has a move that is super effective against it. So it is a really impressive ability, and I wanted to try use of that for this particular sweep. Now for this one, it has a really interesting one with it, and it has a few obviously being an ice brawler. It is an impressive Loomian, but it has a few weaknesses of the mine. Most of them being fire, metal, or brawl itself. But other than that, that's pretty much all I can say for this one. So for this one, we have just to go straight off the bat almost. So let's jump into this battle here, and hope you guys are going to enjoy this one. So for this one, we got 3 battles here, and the first battle here was against Sunny's squad, 333, and I hope you enjoy this one. So for this battle, I actually was doing an attempt to get these sweeps, and I was actually even doing some attempts for some of the other Loomians, and I tried to give some of the special ones a go, and here I am. Now for this one, we got a first battle against him, and I hope you enjoy this one. So we got a Cry-Sight against my Get-Glow. All I'm going to do is pretty much paralyze the Cry-Sight, and that's all I can do. Now, especially for this one, I actually want to say right here, the first time when I saw Get-Glow, I actually found something a little bit surprisingly. When I used Light Dash, surprisingly, it says on the description that it is now officially, like, they nerfed my boy Get-Glow, and they actually made the Get-Glow's daze into a prioritized move, so it only hits first, but it doesn't get dazed. But the weird thing is, on one of my battles, I actually got a daze on that moment, and that was kind of hilarious. So, it is what it is. So we got my important afterwards coming in, and all I'm gonna do now is go for the massive, amazing tribute and swap it in. All right. Hope you enjoyed the first battle, and let's go with that amazing Barbadger sweep. So basically, on the very first battle there, we actually got really unlucky there with that surprising Mudgun there. So obviously, that tank actually saved the Mudgun. But the thing about this is that I don't think that tank really much mattered because I would assume that Mudgun would have definitely outmatched that, and pretty surely that the Mudgun actually had must have been actually a robust set because I mean I had that was like +2 or 3 I think. And Mudgun was able to tank that one, literally. So I assume that one definitely must have something like a robust nature, maybe. Because I should have actually got at least a little bit more higher than that, I'm pretty sure. But it is what it is. And I hope you enjoy the first battle. So, this battle here, we're going to try and get the sweep here. And we got a Pyrolin here who's going to leading up with he's going to go for a Peace of Mind. And I'm going to go for the Tase and pretty much paralyze this thing, making sure this thing is not as fast to actually outspeed some of the Loomians, obviously. Now, this is where the point I was actually going for attempted to do a sweep here as well, but they also go for the attempted sweep, I think, because the thing is that since they actually use the Mud Shudder and Peace of Mind, so I am assuming this is a Nimble set as well as I saw it, and now they're going to go for another one, which has got me a little bit of scaredness moments. Like, it was like, okay, oh no, I have to daze this thing before I'm getting it swept. So I had to pray my fingers that at least I can get a daze. But even if I don't get a daze, I can try to get myself. I can maybe swap into my tribute, Empire, and try to drop its stats a little bit. So now after a couple light dashes, I finally got a daze there. And he actually got himself a hit. So I was like, oh, this is great because they're not only dazed, they're also paralyzed. So that means I can furthermore to go for a couple of deck damage. And yeah, they keep going for damaging. And since they didn't want to finish me off, I decided to want to go for an exhaustion and pretty much struggle myself to my Gecko and thank myself because I don't want to keep them and getting them set up and stuff. So now they're going to snap out of the daze and they're going to actually annoyingly set up a rejuvenate, which sucks. So I went for Empire pretty much, and all I wanted to do is doing a little bit of small damage with tricky tactic. But however, surprise, surprise, because I thought they were going to go for a fire type move, but instead they decided to swap into another Loomian right off the bat. Like I was like, well, why would they swap? Because like this, like obviously I would say a little bit too early, but whatever. You'll understand eventually. So yeah, so I was waiting for the opponent, and I think right here, yeah, this is pretty sure the right about. Yeah, right here. Sorry, a little awkward there, but anyway. So they swapped into the their tick lips, which is going to activate their ability and get a speed. And sadly, that's all I could have really do for much. So all I'm gonna do now is I think I went for either a boom burst or a trick tactic. They went for a discharge, so they're gonna keep setting up. And yeah, I went for a tribute, and I'm gonna swap in now into the to the man himself and try to get that sweep. So let's get another go with that Barbadger. Okay, guys, I keep getting so much fails now, so now I'm getting mad. I'm getting mad. A little bit, I guess, but not really. So yeah, we're getting pretty much done with fails now, and this time we're gonna actually show you guys a sweep here. So I hope you guys enjoy this as well. So we got against Bolo. Who was that? Boloku? I think it was something with the let me hear. Boloku. Yeah, there we go. Boloku with an Infernix lead here, and I'm gonna go for the same strategy, pretty much doing the get close strategy, and they're gonna swap it out. So literally. Like, every time I see someone sees a Gekko these days, they're just going to swap into an Earth type or an Electric type. Like, this is something I don't get. Like, why do they keep doing that? But either way, they're going to go for an Earthquake, live on 21 health. I guess 19 couldn't, or 17 couldn't make it today, but anyways. So I'm going to go for the Light Dash, try to get a Daze there. That's going to fail. And now I'm going to swap into the, go for a Tribute on my Pyre. Hopefully we can get that one. So I think I went for that Tribute. Otherwise, I went for a Boom Bash right here and try to go for some damage. And no, I went for Tricky Tactics just to go for some small chip damage, and then I went for a tricky tribute, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, to tribute myself into the Barbadger, and hope you guys enjoy this one. Peace. Okay, guys, I'm going to count that one straight off the bat because I was getting that sweep there, but they basically what they did, they just straight up salty forfeited for their reason. And yeah, I'm going to say that was straight off the bat a Barbadger sweep there because I was going to get my sweep there since all I had to do in that moment with that Mushu at the end, all I had to do is just either, I think I was going to go for the Frost Punch and drop its health by a little bit more, or potentially maybe even exhaust myself or something. But all I had to do either drop its energy by low enough so I can go for the Clay Punch, or Clay Slap, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Clay Slap, and that would have been the sweep. So obviously, I definitely felt like that one should have not able. Obviously, I couldn't take it up with the Clay Slap at the end, so I had to. Did a little bit of a swap to go to a different Loomian, which we will talk about that one in a different video, which probably happened later on. And yeah, so I'm definitely going to say right here, people, that is my friend a Barbadger sweep with a salty forfeit, or potentially a salty moment there where I just clearly got that one, because I've been trying to get this Barbadger sweep for a while, and I managed to get that one at the end of it, so I'm going to count that one. So get salty in the comments if you don't think that one doesn't count. But I'm going to count that one. So hope you enjoy this one. And let's talk about the set. So we got a Brawny Very Cleansing Nimble set with the Health Amulets with this one. Now, you could change that one into Kabunga Coffee if you want to. Because for this set to run, which I was running, had a lot of based around using the move Rough Assault, which was potentially the strongest move and the most riskiest move to use. But this set actually had the pretty much covered, because I had a lot of strong move that had which actually could use not just using only Rough Assault only, which obviously you could have done that, which I didn't. I had also some other cool coverage move with it. So for this sweep, I used this one's a Brawn Boost, Chilling Chomp, Clay Slap, and a Rough Assault set. Now normally a lot of players run like Ice Hammer, pretty sure what they call for replacing Chili Chomp. But for this one, I wanted to try something a little bit more lower base attack, and I wanted to try something funnier. And weird enough, this is, I'm not sure if anyone has noticed it, but Chili Chomp now has officially got a 100% accuracy move now, since originally this one had, I think, only 95 accuracy only to land. So now it's a full-time 100% accuracy move, which is why I wanted to give it a go. And it actually was kind of fun and also relaxing, so you don't have to worry about too much about that accuracy miss. So I run that one, and not only has the chance to freeze or freeze the opponent, it also has the chance of flinching. So that's why I wanted to try something a little bit more funnier, to include something not just completely competitive. So that's another reason. So yes, we have Dauntless also as ability, which we have already talked about at the beginning of the sweep. And we have this. This one run as a max melee attack, max speed, 72 for health, because it's already pretty decently. Because they are not really decently bulky or anything like that, but it does need that health in order to withstand an attack, and obviously able to withstand some prioritized move, which obviously I'm not this battle here. I was talking about a different battle. There was a different battle here, so it's it can actually be useful for some Loomians that has prioritized, or some Loomians that can tank a hit and go for some majorly good, strong, powerful damage on you. So I would still say this one was successful, and also have energy with 28 this time, because I didn't want to keep it running only max range attack and stuff. So I just run max health, and I've been running basically done as most of my times. It's been running 200 on 2 different base stats, or TP up 2 of my base stats into something, and then I run 100 for the remaining. But this time I wanted to try to run something more safer, so I run 80-72 for a little bit of health bulk, or able to withstand some strong, powerful blows, and 28 for energy, so I can use a little bit more of rough assault. Which for this set to work, I just basically do is Brawn boost one time, or at least either that, or hopefully my Dauntless activates, because this combination is using Dauntless and Brawn boost at the same time. If the opponent swap it out, you can use the opportunity to set up Brawn boost. If the opponent swap it up after using Tribute, you can obviously set up that. I already said that twice in a row. Great, I already made a mistake there, whatever. But that's one thing you can do, and then once you're pretty much buzz on 3 or 2, you're set to go. Now I'm not going to say right here this thing will be 100% sweep your opponents, but I still think this one is not the most super powerful one, because I already got a bunch of different Loomians that are ready to go, and there's actually 2 different Loomian I want to talk about more about those ones. But this one is something that not the greatest sweepers, but still something that they might have to buff up a little bit, just a slight more. I don't know, maybe a little bit more on the speed stat. Maybe they can buff a little bit more faster in this one, but either way, it doesn't matter. I'm still successfully got that sweep there at the end. So I hope you guys are going to enjoy this one. So we do have another sweep coming up later on, as long as I get my thumbnails prepared. But I'm not sure if I will get this one maybe tomorrow or today by that point. So as soon as I got this uploaded, not sure if I'll get it that time of day. But yeah, that's one of the few things. And also, people, there's another thing I'm about to say about this, especially next video. Don't know, or the next sweep. I don't know if I do have a plan to do a third one, a different sweep, but I feel like that one's gonna be waited for next couple weeks, because I'm actually gonna be planning to do a special highlight preparation for a few months or so, or maybe next year. I don't know. It depends on how fast I can upload these videos in time. And yeah, another special thing about this is that I actually only need, I think, 2 subscribers left before I can reach to 100. So if you're new, consider yourself new, hit that subscribe button. I sound really, really original now. Great. I don't feel like I want to get subscribers now. Great. Perfect, Luke. Anyways, that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed this special Barbadger sweep. I'm Mr. Luke, and as always, stay lucky out there.